Hi everybody. So I just finished doing a quick makeup video because I didn't want to come on here to do my hair looking the way that I did. So just took a shower. I washed my hair with, I did Loma moisturizing shampoo and Loma Violet shampoo. I do a couple squirts of each. It just helps keep the blonde really bright and vibrant, but because my hair is so dry, I like the moisturizing to kind of go in there as well. And then moisturizing treatment for conditioner. When I get out of the shower, I usually like to spray a leave-in. Okay, once I get out of the shower, I don't so I brush my hair when I'm rinsing my conditioner out of the shower. In the shower, I brush through my conditioner. That's the only time I put a brush or a comb to my hair if I'm gonna do it curly. The worst thing you can do when you get out of the shower, if you're gonna wear it curly that day, is then brush it. So I'm gonna go in with Young Again from Kevin Murphy. It's their oil and it's just enough to kind of bring back the moisture in your hair that, you know, we lose daily. And just help me get my fingers through it. So this is the only combing that my hair will get. And we call this raking. Well, I don't know if anybody else does, but I do. Call it raking. And it's just to get some of the knocked out, especially down by your hairline. Okay, and you can kind of like start to scrunch it a little bit while you're going. All right, so now for curly hair, this is the biggest suggestion I can offer anybody. Okay, this will change the game. So you're gonna get, I got 2 clips, that'll work. Okay, we're gonna section our hair before we put our product in. That is essential, okay? So we are gonna take the mohawk part. So the mohawk section is wherever you part your hair. So for me, I'm kind of in the mood to do a deep part today. So if my part is gonna be roughly here, I'm gonna go about 1 inch to the left and 1 inch to the right. That's my mohawk area. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but you know, I'm a hairdresser, so for me, it's self-explanatory. Okay, so, and I go just about to the, just to the top of my head, okay? And we're gonna clip this section of hair out of our way. For everybody, no matter how thick or thin your hair is, that is the first section for everybody, okay? Now, if you have really thick hair, you may have to take another section more than I'm taking. Hold on, I need one more clip. Okay. All right, so for me, yeah, I'll probably do 2 more. So I'm gonna go about eyebrow to eyebrow, and I just go back until my fingers meet. It does not have to be perfect, girls. Okay, not have to be perfect at all. And then you just feel this section down here. Like I'm gonna go 1 more so I go right to, I don't know, right before the bottom of my earlobe. Well, maybe not even, middle of the ear. So the reason we're doing this, the reason we're sectioning our hair is because what tends to happen with honestly anybody, not even if you're just wearing it curly, when you go to put product in your hair and your hair is all down, what happens? Our hair on the top section gets all the product, or if we flip our head upside down, the underneath section gets the most. But then all in here, in the center, in the middle, gets nothing. So if you're trying to go curly, now you're gonna have a frizzy dead spot that doesn't have product the way it should be so that it can really coat your curls. Even if you're doing it straight and just for a normal blowout, you want that hair to have just as much protection as the top and the sides, or in the bottom. So Curvy Cream is what I'm using from Loma. There are a million different products on the market for curly hair, smooth hair, all of that. I find for me, this works the best. And I honestly think majority of my curly haired clients love this. It's really conditioning, like to the point when I wash my hair after it's been curly, it just feels like conditioner's coming out of my hair. So it's giving curly hair back the moisture that it lacks. But it's got like a tack to it. So it's gonna allow your curls to really spring up. It's not gonna weigh them down. So I put about a dime size in my hands and I am going to start on my first section and just rake my product through, okay? Really not rocket science, I promise. Okay, once you've gotten that product kind of all in, I kind of rake my fingers through, close it at the end, and give it a little shake. So if we're gonna rake, we're gonna shake. Okay, next, oops, check out the wrong section. So we'll go to the next section. I dropped it. Hope everybody is doing okay with staying home and self-quarantining and social distancing. It's crazy times. All right, so I'm gonna up my amount a little bit as I go up further because there's more hair. It's a lot more dense as I get to the middle and top section. But same thing, I'm concentrating it more on the part that hasn't gotten it, not so much underneath, but it's okay to marry the two together. Okay, so once I feel like I've gotten it all in, I rake it, I shake it, I drop it. Rake it, shake it, drop it. Okay, and you can start to kind of scrunch it a little bit as you go, but now, for those of you that don't have curly hair, or any wave or texture to your hair, this is not going to give you curly hair. We will show you guys another video on that at a later date. But this is for those of us that have some wave to our hair, some curl to our hair, or a lot of it. This is just a quick video on the best way to style it. Now, for me, my underneath is really curly, but as I get to the top, my hair tends to really flatten out because it's so heavy and thick that it just weighs itself down. And if you can tell while I'm doing this, I'm kind of starting to place my curls a little bit as I go. So this is just for curly hair. And I will say this, if it all starts with, I hate to say this, but a good haircut too. Like if your hair isn't being cut right by someone that knows how to cut curly hair, no matter how good you try to style it or how beautiful your curls or your wave may be, if it's not cut right, it's not gonna fall right. You know, we don't want that triangle head unless it's what you're into, but I don't really know how many people are. Okay, moving on. Top mohawk section. So this may look like a lot. It's not, I promise you. I hate doing my hair. Literally hate it. Like I'll do this now and I won't wash it or do it again for probably 4 days. Okay, so as we get to this section, we're gonna start right back here at the crown. I'm gonna put my finger in and I'm gonna make a zigzag, I'll go forward, a zigzag motion. Okay, finger on my head, zigzag. Think about back in the 90s when we did the ugly zigzag part. Okay, I don't wanna get too big of a section, okay? And up here, you do not need as much product as you did in the back or in the bottom. But you're gonna just make sure you get your hair totally coated. So the reason that we do the mohawk section this way, and it's like everyone thinks, what the heck you gotta do that for? And once I tell you, you'll realize. So I'm kind of grabbing it at the ends, shaking it, dropping it. Okay, now I'm gonna take my next section. Continue to zigzag. Make sure it's not too thick of a section. I would say no more than 1.5 inches or so. But you'll feel it. You just want to make sure that the product's getting on evenly. But the reason we do the zigzag section is because nobody who has really curly hair, our hair doesn't fall in a straight part, okay? We don't have like a defined part line. It's just curls live so much more organically than that. So by doing this, we're gonna allow the curls to fall in a very natural way, in a way that they intend to fall anyways. You guys see how much product I'm using? It's hardly anything. And I felt like that section I just did before this was a little thick, so thinning this one out. Okay, so as I'm done, I grab the ends, give it a little shake, and let it fall. That's it. So I probably have 2 more sections left in this. Make sure not to skimp on the front one. This is what you're gonna see the most. Okay, our product has been put in. So like even when I wash it off my hands, it glides right off. So that's awesome. Okay, now a lot of people say different things here. Preferably when you go to scrunch your hair, you'd want to use like a Hanes cotton t-shirt. It's not going to create frizz in your hair. It's going to help to contain that. But for me, it doesn't really bother me. My hair's not that frizzy, so I do okay. Once the product is in, okay, my hands are in the towel, and I'm going to scrunch with the towel instead of just my hands. So this is what you'll do with either a t-shirt or your towel or whatever you want to use. If you are someone whose hair gets really frizzy, then go with a Hanes cotton t-shirt, or it doesn't have to be Hanes, a cotton t-shirt. So by scrunching it this way, we're removing excess product that we don't really need. And instead of just using our hands, the towel kind of lets the curls be a little bit bigger and fuller. Don't forget about the back. So now the question, to diffuse or not to diffuse? That is the question. So I typically don't like to diffuse my hair because I don't like it really crazy big. Like I would prefer it to dry and have more of that natural beach wave look than to look huge and like 80s curl. However, it's like how we like our dirty hair more on, like we like our hair better when it's a couple days dirty rather than when it's super clean. If I diffuse my hair, I can get more days out of it. So that's kind of a bigger deal to me. So when I'm doing my hair like this, I'll make sure I'm doing it curly on a day I'm not going anywhere, so that by day 2, 3, and 4, I really like it. So I'm going to show you how to diffuse in case you have one and are not sure how to use it. Okay, so I've got my Dyson blow dryer here. I really love the diffuser on this thing. Okay, so the trick with diffusing your hair, okay, here's your diffuser. I want it on high heat but low air, okay, so you know how loud that is? I want it on the lowest setting, but the hottest heat. Now granted, so my hair is a little bit more fragile, for lack of a better word, because of all the like highlighting and stuff that I do to it. So I'm gonna put mine on medium heat. And just be patient with this. As we start to diffuse our hair, we are not going to touch it, okay? You cannot touch your hair until it's 100% dry. Otherwise, you will get frizz, okay? Once your curly hair is 100% dry, touch it all you want. You will have curl memory because of your product. You will have allowed it to cool in the shape that you want, which again is that memory, and you won't get any frizz from it, or minimal. All right, so here we go. I'll fast forward through some of this. So I'll fast forward in a minute, but all you're gonna do with the diffuser, not put your hand on your head, is you're just gonna raise it up. You're gonna place your hair in it. If you're somebody that wants your hair really, really big, then you can even flip your head upside down and go that way. I tend to kind of, like I said before, the top of my hair doesn't get quite as curly, so I concentrate it more there. This goes for straight hair or curly hair. Any part of your hair that gives you the most issues and the most trouble, you're gonna wanna blow dry that and style that first. So especially women that have bangs, if you're wearing your hair straight and you have bangs, girls, you need to, as soon as you get out of the shower, do not wrap your head up in one of those turbans. You need to comb your bangs down the way you want them to go and either clip them down or just blow dry them right away. Even if you don't blow dry the rest of your hair for a while and you let that air dry, do your bangs. The hairline of our hair is the thinnest area of our hair, and it's going to dry how it wants. So if you're trying to train your bangs to do something else, and to go in a different direction or behave a different way, you need to get ahead of it before it dries on its own and does what it wants to do based on its memory. So for me, with my curly hair, my top wants to always kind of go a little straighter, so I'm attacking that first. So this is almost totally dry, and I know so many people tell me how much they love when I do my hair like this. I don't mind it. I don't love the crunchy-ish wet look. Not that this is definitely not as crunchy as I used to have it back when I was younger in like the 90s or whatever. But like I said, this will last me now another 4 days, and I'll take a picture tomorrow and show you guys what it looks like after it's been slept on and falls the way I really like it to. Can you see how I'm creating volume right here? So I'm coming from the bottom. That's gonna be to dry that, but I'm not worried about the bottom being so much curly. But in through here, so I'm gonna come about midway in, and I'm just gonna gather the hair in there. See, just sitting in there. And just give it a little shake, let it dry. So every now and then I give it a little touch just to feel what still feels a little bit damp or wet. And I go back in. But this Dyson dryer dries so friggin' fast. Takes no time. I did this to my hair a couple weeks ago at the salon just because I had one of the girls highlight me, and it took us a little longer than we anticipated, and I had a client coming in, so I was like, all right, let me just curl it really quick. And I wanted to try the diffuser on this blow dryer anyway. But everyone's like, oh my God, did you get a perm? I'm like, no, this is my hair. And I haven't done it like this in a long time, and I'll be honest, I don't mind it. I'm kind of enjoying it again. So as of right now, I'm at about 18 minutes, right? This normally doesn't even take me this long because I'm doing the video. You know, I'm taking a little bit of extra time and whatever to talk to you guys, but I would say on average this probably takes me 10 to 12 minutes to do. And I promise you, for any of you that have like wavy hair and it's not crazy curly, if you put your product in like this and you don't brush your hair when you get out, you brush it in the shower while you're rinsing your conditioner, if you just do the couple things I told you, you will be amazed at how much your natural curls or your wave will come out. So this is a great look for the summer. Easy hair. Man, look at how curly I am. So as my hair starts to keep getting longer because I'm growing it out and stuff, I will have the girls start to give me more of a curly cut if I continue to wear it this way, so that it falls a little bit more the way I envision it falling. Okay. Because if I look at it now, as pretty as it is, I can see where like some of these pieces should come in a little bit more. It's a little bit light weight-wise in through here. You know, I'd want to bring some of those up a little bit just so that it falls a little bit more evenly. You know what I'm saying? See how it's kind of full right here? I'd want to take a little bit of that weight out. But again, I still wear it straight. I'm still growing it out. So, all right, so that's it. I've got really big full curls, and I will take a picture again, like I said, tomorrow or the next day, just to show you what it looks like after being slept on. So biggest thing is sectioning your hair. Using a good product. Curvy Cream is my jam. Love it. And then that's it. So any questions, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm glad I got so done up to homeschool my kids. Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.